What's going on, guys? Axelon here, and today we're going to be talking about Dawn of War Dark Crusade. So Dark Crusade is a standalone expansion to the original Dawn of War, set in the grim dark Warhammer 40k universe. Perhaps the most notable thing about Dark Crusade is how it radically changed the single-player campaign from Dawn of War as well as Winter Assaults. So this review will not be covering the multiplayer aspects, and we'll focus just on the single player. So if you're hoping for the multiplayer, sorry. So in the first game, you're locked into the Tale of the Blood Ravens as they campaign to save the planet Tartarus from the orcs. In the second game, you get to choose your own adventure, kind of, by choosing between the forces of order and disorder, but still within structured missions. Not much changes, it's still very structured. In Dark Crusade, you pick between one of 7 different factions, from Dawn of War staples like the Blood Raven Space Marine chapter, to newcomers like the Ancient Necrons or the fledgling Tau Empire. So the Necrons might be a little confusing for newcomers to the franchise who are used to them being a bit more lively in more current editions of lore, but for this we're talking mostly the old silent space Terminators, without any of the pomp and circumstance of the fancy Necron lords with personalities. So luckily, or perhaps unluckily, there's only one faction of kleptomaniacs present in this game, and it's not the Necrons. Once you choose your faction, you're immediately thrown onto what is essentially a giant risk board, with one province under your control, and you have one goal: wipe out everyone else and conquer the planet. And that's it. That's the story. You're given a brief little blurb about why each faction is there, but the rest is up to you up until the ending cinematic. So you're free to engage the map in whatever direction you please, in whatever way you want to go about it, ensuring you can basically make up your own story. So in my playthrough here on the channel, I chose to go with the Blood Ravens, and immediately made a beeline for the Eldar and knocked them out of the game. The orcs then started getting too strong, so I had to strike their home stronghold while their main force was out and about because I couldn't actually take them on. And while I was doing this, chaos was building up and actually set me back a few times until the Necrons, out of nowhere, attacked them and destroyed half of their honor guard in one fell swoop. And once the Necrons did that, I attacked chaos instantly, and I was able to attack them, and so on and so forth. So depending on how you play and who you choose, you can have radically different narratives by the end until you coalesce back to the victory cinematic. Each province you conquer adds to your total planetary requisition score, which you use to reinforce your provinces. You can garrison troops, build a few select buildings, but more importantly, you use this resource to purchase honor guard units. These are elite bodyguard versions of units who travel with your commander around the map and are vital to winning. They are so vital to winning because they give you that early game punch. So the AI also gets honor guard, and quite cheaply doesn't have to maintain the amount of territory necessary to keep them all either. I mean, you need to be prepared for a fight as the game progresses. So even if they have one province left, they might have 5 honor guard, which is cheating. Perhaps the most vital aspect of the campaign is also your ability to build up defenses. So odds are, once you conquer a province, at some point, it's likely you'll be returning to defend it from invading enemies. The trick here is to build essentially a fortress, just control the map, so that once that defense mission starts, you can just overwhelm them as quickly as possible without having to waste time reconquering the map and destroying the enemy base. Some provinces offer various benefits instead of honor guards. For instance, one is the spaceport, and once you control the spaceport, you get to attack any non-stronghold province on the map. You don't have to just slowly move around, you're not landlocked anymore, you can just attack anywhere that isn't an enemy stronghold. Another has the Blessing of Khorne, the Blood God, which lets you attack twice in one turn. Another one has the ability to build a forward base and have it ready to go at the start of the map. So you start off the game, or start off the map I should say, with turrets set up. You have a basic barracks equivalent for whatever faction you chose, an armory, so you can basically get your initial game going immediately instead of slowly building up your basic structures. All of these provinces are beneficial for your crusade. some more important than others, but all of them have benefits. Most map missions are essentially skirmish-type battles. However, the Stronghold missions are more structured and resemble missions from the older games. They have voiced intros telling you how they're digging in to prepare for your assault, and each one has a cutscene showing the enemy commander getting ready for battle in their own way. Also, the commanders trash talk each other in the Stronghold missions. It's amazing.
What a rousing little speech, Governor. Unfortunately, your false emperor can't touch us here.
Ridding the Imperium of filth like you will be a pleasure.
Oh, I assure you, the pleasure will be all mine. Yumis, you're in Orklands now!
Yes,
Hope you ain't too attached to your edge!
Yell and nosh all you want, alien. The Blood Ravens are here to finish you off.
A Yumi with some spirit! Your
This day shall be a glorious one for the Imperium. You'll meet my bolter first, filth. Agreed.
I like the way you say
Scouts awaiting
Yumi.
orders.
This is gonna be
What
fun!
is your will?
The false emperor has failed you again, Governor. Perhaps it's time to embrace a new deity.
Never. The Emperor protects.
Oh, we'll soon see how well he protects you.
These Space Marines are gripped by madness, men. They fight against the Emperor's holy will. I will not be called a traitor, General. You haven't silenced me yet, Blood Raven.
The Strongholds are large maps with a significant enemy presence that's built up substantially. Waves of enemies will attack you immediately, and you have various objectives to weaken their grip before striking the killing blow. With the Orcs, for instance, you erode War Boss Gorguts' respect, and his own forces turn on him one base by base, until eventually all the Orcs are fighting themselves, and you can just surgically strike in and kill Gorguts. Or try to, at any rate. Whereas the Tau have to be dismantled by eroding the tenets of their greater good concept before assassinating their ethereal.
The enemy has overwhelmed us. The Volkar command post has fallen. The enemy has taken the Unity Plaza communications array.
They're in the corner. The Kion command post is gone.
All crisis teams, engage the enemy.
Target spotted. Eliminate that Xeno, brothers.
Your murderous ways condemn you to barbarity, Space Marine.
Fire warriors,
have a
beat
look.
these humans back. Protect Onel at all costs.
Overall, Dark Crusade's free-flow approach to letting you tackle the game's campaign gives you a lot of freedom to play the game the way you want it to be played. Do you want to eliminate the vile traitors first? You can. Want to bring the Imperial Guard to heal first and then take care of business with the Xenos? You can. Want to play as the filthy Xenos? You can. That said, I don't recommend playing the Necrons first if you're new to the game. Pick a more lively faction, like Space Marines, or Orcs, or Chaos, because the Necrons are slow. They are really frickin' slow. And honestly, they make the game pretty boring. Go with Space Marines, or Chaos, or Orcs. They're the more fun races, I think. Long story short, I love Dark Crusade. I think it's a must-play for fans of the Warhammer 40k franchise, and if you're just into RTS games in general, I would also recommend it. I love Dark Crusade. I love Dawn of War in general. Absolutely, wholeheartedly, I recommend it. Thanks for watching, everyone. As always, if you like what you see here, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, this is Axelon. Peace!